Good afternoon, dear students. So, welcome to this encounter of listening. So, we are going to start our class. So, please, before to continue with this, I need that you fill the form of attendance so your tutor can evidence your attendance, okay? So, I are sure to you the link. So, please fill the form and I start the class in a few minutes. Okay, dear students. So, the topic of today is about neighbors. So you're going to answer the following question. What makes a good neighbor or a bad neighbor? So please tell me what of these options for you are the correct. What makes a neighbor bad and good?
Mm, the first one is bad.
Okay, perfect. The second one,
Is good.
please don't stop and let's continue before finalize with the number five.
Mm, number number three is bad, I think. Mm,
Yeah, that's correct. Continue.
mm, mm, mm. No, is bad. The number four and number five is bad too.
Do you think that oral bad? In the second one, you say always says hello when you see them. Do you think that it is a correct action
Is
or a bad action? In the second one.
yeah, it's a good. It's a good action. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Exactly. That's right. Okay, perfect. So now what do you think about this? For you, what is being a good neighbor? What is the meaning of being a good neighbor for you?
For me, is to be kind to other people and help them.
Okay, perfect. But in what aspects would you help your neighbor, your neighbors? Have you ever helped a neighbor?
Um, Maybe if an emergency occurs, or if they need something, maybe a favor.
Okay, in an emergency. That's right. Really good. And what else? No more. Only for that reason, or there exists another reason for being a good neighbor. Have you ever been with a bad neighbor? Or what do you think about your neighbors right now?
Excuse me, can you repeat the question?
Have you ever been with bad neighbors? What do you feel in this moment with your neighbors? What are their feelings with your neighbors right now in this moment? They are good or they are bad?
Yes, I have I had a bad neighbor. He was a person who yelled. Yes, who yelled a lot and treated his dog badly. Was horrible.
Okay, perfect.
Right now, I like my neighbors. They are good.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, it is. It is really difficult to be with people in the same building or in the apartments. It's really difficult. But there are some neighbors that they are good person and they only want the good for you. Okay, thank you. So let's continue with this following part. I'm going to share you this link. So you're going to develop the listening one. Okay, people are talking about their neighbors. Listen and circle each person's opinions. Okay, so you're going to make this exercise, but I need that you share your screen. Okay, but in this case, I don't know. I know who wants to share the screen to develop the exercise in a collaborative way. Okay, so who wants to start? Who wants to share the screen? Maybe Rodrigo or another one, please. Rodrigo, are you there? Or Freddy, are you there?
Good afternoon, teacher. Yes, I'm here,
Good
but
afternoon.
unfortunately, I arrived late and to this meeting, and I don't know what
Okay, no
I
problem. I'm
must
gonna
do,
explain you.
teacher.
So the topic of today is about neighbors. Okay, so we're talking about good and bad neighbors. So what do you think are the behaviors that a neighbor must have with another people or with another neighbor? So what do you think are the things that describe a good and a bad neighbor? Okay, so I need that you can tell me that those aspects, and after let's continue with the exercise, the link that I shared in the chat, and let's practice the listening with your partner. in a collaborative way, okay, and to share the screen. But in this case, I want to know what are the important aspects that you consider, or what is the meaning of being a good or a bad neighbor.
In my case, teacher, or about
Yeah,
the
yeah, in general and in a particular way. So, in your personal experience and in general, okay?
uh, okay. I think that a good neighbor is a person that helps to another person in different ways. Um, I don't know, for example, mm, share. I don't know, sharing. I don't know, things for fixing something, or I don't know what more. Helping um, with with the different things in the house, fixing, I don't know, damages in your house. And a bad neighbor is I don't know, maybe a noisy neighbor, or neighbor that make problems, or some things like that. I think that is some things like that, teacher.
Okay, okay, thank you so much. So, have you been with a bad, or have you lived with a bad neighbor?
In my case, no, teacher. I right now I'm living with good neighbors. I, um, right now, um, bad neighbor, no, no, teacher, not in my
Okay,
case.
okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Now let's continue with the link that I was talking about. So, you're going to sing in this, and you're going to do the exercise listening one, and to do the exercise but in a collaborative way. So I need that someone of you can share the screen and develop the exercise, okay?
Okay, teacher. But I don't know if the sound in my case function when I share my screen. I
Yeah,
need to try.
yeah, you need to try. Yeah, remember, this is a different app, so Teams allows you to share screens. So that's like, it is not like Zoom.
Okay, teacher. And so I'm going to share my
Okay,
my
okay,
screen.
perfect.
Okay. Uh, can you see my screen, teacher? Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, I guess.
Is okay? Is this exercise? Yes.
That's right. The first one, the listening one.
Listening
hmm
one. Okay. I'm going to play.
We can hear. Can you put the sound um, with the system sound?
Uh, I don't know how I say that. ¿Cómo hacer eso, profe? Tengo que
Let me.
compartir algo más. ¿En
No, in
dónde,
that
profe?
case, I don't remember here. In the part when you try to share the screen, say share content, and in the right, you can find include sound of the
Ah,
of the
yes.
system. So that's
Ah,
right.
yes,
So
yes.
play this
Yes, yes, teacher.
and
Yes.
try.
Okay. I'm going to try again.
1. I just got a new neighbor in the apartment upstairs for
It's okay?
That's okay. Thank you.
Okay. And how develop this this exercise? Listen with my partner
Yeah,
or
with your partner. So, for example, the first one, Bob thinks his neighbor is, and you say, okay, it's the A, and you are going to take note in a paper so you
okay,
can't lose the answers, okay?
okay, teacher. Okay, I got it. So, uh, um, okay, okay.
1. I just got a new neighbor in the apartment upstairs from me. I haven't met her yet, but I can hear her TV set every night because she turns the volume up really high. She should really be more considerate of her neighbors.
2. The house across the street from mine was sold last month, and a young family moved in. I think they'll really fit in well here. They've already invited all their neighbors to a cookout at their house next week. They seem like really nice people.
3.
The man who lives next to me is moving. I can't say that I'm too upset about it. He's lived next to me for almost 5 years, but I don't think he's spoken to me more than 3 or 4 times. Sometimes I'll wave to him in the morning, and he doesn't even wave back.
4. My neighbor Stacy is incredible. You wouldn't believe all the things she manages to get done. She works at a big law firm downtown and works really long hours. She also volunteers on the weekends. To top it off, her house is always spotless. I honestly don't know where she finds the time.
5.
I'm really lucky to have Bob as a neighbor. He works in construction, and he's always nice about giving me a hand whenever I have work to do around the house. He doesn't really cook, so I try to fix him a home-cooked meal every now and then to thank him.
6.
I bought this house last year, and I love it. My next-door neighbors are the only problem. They have 2 young boys who like to play baseball in my yard. Last month, they accidentally broke my window. The boys apologized, but their parents didn't even offer to pay for the damages. Can you believe that?
Okay, that is so the first part.
Okay,
Um,
perfect. So, please share your answers with Diana, please. So, what do you think is the first one? And go ahead. Please don't stop the conversation and try to find the answers, okay?
play the listening again. To put the
If you
answer.
want, you want to hear this again?
Um, I don't catch the last one, but if my
Okay,
partner,
if you want, you can replay this again, okay?
Diana is okay. Diana, I think that she can speak, or I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Ah,
okay,
that,
but I already have the answer, but it's okay.
Okay, perfect, no problem. If you want,
okay,
you can listen again the audio.
okay. I'm going to put again.
1. I just got a new neighbor in the apartment upstairs from me. I haven't met her yet, but I can hear her TV set every night because she turns the volume up really high. She should really be more considerate of her neighbors.
2. The house across the street from mine was sold last month, and a young family moved in. I think they'll really fit in well here. They've already invited all their neighbors to a cookout at their house next week. They seem like really nice people.
3.
The man who lives next to me is moving. I can't say that I'm too upset about it. He's lived next to me for almost 5 years, but I don't think he's spoken to me more than 3 or 4 times. Sometimes I'll wave to him in the morning, and he doesn't even wave back.
4. My neighbor Stacy is incredible. You wouldn't believe all the things she manages to get done. She works at a big law firm downtown and works really long hours. She also volunteers on the weekends. To top it off, her house is always spotless. I honestly don't know where she finds the time. 5.
I'm really lucky to have Bob as a neighbor. He works in construction, and he's always nice about giving me a hand whenever I have work to do around the house. He doesn't really cook, so I try to fix him a home-cooked meal every now and then to thank him.
6.
I bought this house last year, and I love it. My next-door neighbors are the only problem. They have two young boys who like to play baseball in my yard. Last month, they accidentally broke my window. The boys apologized, but their parents didn't even offer to pay for the damages. Can you believe that?
Okay, yes, teacher.
Okay, perfect. So please give your answers and tell me why did you choose that answer. Please start with all the answers. So please um, take a conversation about this point.
Okay, in my case, the first is B, because Bob thinks his neighborhood is inconsiderate. Uh, I don't know my partner what think about it, Diana.
Yeah, it's B.
Okay. Uh, no more is B and
Let's continue with the second one and don't stop the conversation.
okay. The second one is I think that is B. Jin Suk thinks his neighbors are nice. I don't remember, but in the last part of the audio, he says that they his neighbors are very nice persons, very nice people. Do
I
you agree?
choose the same. I choose the same answer.
Uh, in the last part, Robert, you are talking about the six, right?
And second teacher, Jin Suk.
The second one.
Uh-huh.
Agents Sub thinks his neighbor are nice. Okay, nice.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Mhm.
Bob
So
is okay.
what is maybe in the audio he talks different in different concepts, but despite these kind of defects, in this part, he describes the neighbors like a nice people, right? It's the same in the six they say that they are sheep. In this case, sorry. This case for me is sheep because they are good people, but in the case they broke a window and they didn't pay the window, right?
Teacher, what does mean sheep in this case? Because sheep is como
Tacaño.
tacaño.
Uh-huh.
Because their children broke a
Exactly.
window.
In the adjective is barato, but you can take in the other sense tacaño. Okay, be sheep.
Okay, okay. Thank you, teacher. Okay, the third is, in my case, is A. My partner said the same, A.
Mm-hmm.
And in fourth question, Douglas think his neighbor is, uh, it seems to me that is hardworking. Are you agree, partner, Diana?
Yeah, I agree. Same as you.
Okay. And in five questions, Susan thinks her neighbor is helpful.
Yeah,
What
it
do you?
helps.
Yes, and the last one is Robert thinks his neighbors are cheap, and that's it.
Okay.
That's it.
So
The
do
the
you
first.
you know that what is the concept of shape? Okay, thank you so much. So now please stop the screen. Stop sharing the screen. I'm going to share my screen right now.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
my pleasure. My pleasure.
Continue with the following. Okay, I'm going to send you this text and you're going to read this in a loud voice. Okay, the idea is that you can read this by parts and your partner can listening to you. And after when you finish this reading, you are going to make arguments about the text. Okay, you are going to have a conversation about this text.
Okay, teacher.
So this is the link. So the same now, Diana, can you share your screen this time?
Okay. Mm,
The topic is National Good Neighbor Day. Top 10 ways you can be a good neighbor today. So please start to read. So in this case, Diana, read. Uh, read the first part, getting along with your neighbors, and the
this
other one.
part?
Uh-huh,
Okay.
that part. Uh-huh.
Uh, Getting along with your neighbors can make your community a happier place to live and to live in a good community. You have to be a good neighbor. Neighbors do not have to be your best friend, but it is nice to have some sort of relationship with. In case you need an egg or borrow a baking pan, creating a positive and consistent relationship with your neighbor is going to make living in your community that much better. Here are 10 easy ways for you to be a good neighbor today.
Okay, perfect. Please go on. Now, let's continue. This text have a lot of parts. So you're going to start with be welcoming, and the other one strike up a conversation and like this way. So each one of you is going to read paragraphs. Okay. So let's continue with Freddy, please.
Okay, teacher. Be welcoming. Moving into a new neighborhood can be stressful. A new place with new people and not knowing what the neighborhood will be like is stressful. Everyone knows that this feels like, so take the stress of your new neighbors by going to say hello. A simple introduction will make them feel welcome and more comfortable. And yeah,
What did you understand, Freddy, about this first part that you read?
I understood that to be a good neighbor is necessary to be uh, it's, uh, is necessary uh, to be welcoming or to be only when you say hello your new neighbors is a good way to give them a good welcome and that in that reason or for that reason you can make better relationship with your new neighbors or the neighbors that you have and it's okay to live better in the community in your community.
Okay, thank you. So I'm gonna make you a recommendation of a phrase that you said. It is not right to say for that reason, but also you can replace this phrase for that's why. Okay,
That's why. That's why. Yes.
that's why. That's why is the explaining of give a reason, giving a reason, okay?
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
Okay, let's continue.
Okay, strike up a conversation. Do not be afraid to say hello. Good relationships can only be maintained through communication. Whether it is a quick passing conversation when you see them at the mailbox or a small get together on a Friday night. Staying in consistent contact will make living near them much better.
Okay, tell me, what can you understand about this little paragraph?
Mm, I understood that it's it is good to greet them or try to have a conversation with them when we see them to have a good atmosphere, I think.
Yeah, environment, it could be.
Yeah, environment.
Thank you so much. Go ahead. Let's continue, Freddy.
Okay. Be respectful and considerate. Be respectful and considerate if you are having a large get together or a small party. Remind your guests not to park in front of your neighbors' driveways and only park on one side of your street. It is not enjoyable to have blasting music in your backyard when they are trying to relax or go to sleep. So keep any noise level at a minimum. Giving your neighbors a heads up that people will be coming could be beneficial to you and them as well. Um, I don't know. Blasting, what? Sorry, teacher. What does blasting mean? Is not enjoyable to have blasting music. I love music. Is a synonymous. I don't know.
What part are you telling me?
The third line. It is not enjoyable to have blasting music in your
Yeah,
backyard. Is
blasting
that loud?
music is that is like a noisy music, something like that.
Okay, yes, teacher.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, it's like that. Be respectful. Don't put your music
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
in a loud in a loud. Don't put your music noisy or a loud high volume. Um,
Exactly. Exactly. Not
yes,
to pump up the volume or in a loud way, right? So it's like noisy, heavy music, something like that.
yes, teacher. Or other kind of music. Or heavy is like
Exactly.
a heavy metal or heavy es alto,
Yeah,
duro.
it could be a lot of music referring to heavy or or noisy music.
Heavy or noisy. Okay, teacher. Yes, in that is that way. Okay.
Okay, perfect. No problem. Thank you. Let's continue.
Mm, take care of your lawn and garden. Keep your lawn and garden mowed and tidy. No one wants to see a jungle of branches and overgrown grass at the house next to them. Try to clean up any toys and items in the front yard to keep organized. By mowing your yard regularly and having a well kept yard, this will keep your neighbors happy.
Okay, please tell me, what do you think about this?
Um, it's it's important to keep the space of our house clean, cause it's annoying to have a disorganized neighbor.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So do you know what is lawn?
No, I don't know.
Lawn
And I
is
don't know what is this.
mowing. ¿Cómo se llama eso? Podar. ¿Ok? Podar. Podar el césped. En este caso, ese es un verbo, el verbo podar. ¿Listo?
Okay, thank you.
Ujú. Y lawn quiere decir césped. ¿Listo?
What, teacher?
Lawn. Please
Mowing your
go
garden
up.
or
Can you go up,
I'm
please,
trying
Diana,
you
to see
know,
the word lawn and
no,
garden? That's right. Lawn is the
that
meaning of césped, okay? Lawn.
garden. Yes,
Mhm.
yes. Okay, teacher.
Okay, go ahead. Let's continue.
Okay. Be responsible. I don't know, responsible with your pets. I think. Okay.
Responsible.
Responsible with your pets. Follow the local laws of having pets in your neighborhood. Make sure that they are vaccinated, licensed, and on a leash when you walk them. If they do their business in your neighbor's yard, remember to pick it up and dispose of it properly. Okay. Okay. Is when you have a dog or a pet, and you go out with your pet. Uh, say that when the dog make your business business in your yeah,
Yeah.
in your neighbor's yard, yes, you have to to pick it up, for avoid, I don't know, yes, for avoid problems with your neighbor is better.
Mm-hmm.
Is to be responsible with your pets. uh,
Okay.
And also you have your pet vaccinated, licensed, on a leash. I don't know what does mean, teacher.
Leash
And on a
is
leash,
correa, ¿listos?
con la correa. Okay,
Ujú.
okay.
Leash.
When you walk them. Okay. Yes, I agree. I agree with this comment.
Okay. Let's continue, please.
Okay, very responsible with trash. No one likes a mess. Make sure to keep your property clean by being responsible about where and how you manage your trash. Be sure to take note of when and how your trash is to be disposed of and to do so properly.
Okay, perfect. Do you have any question about this part?
No, for me, it's clear.
Okay, perfect. As Freddy.
Uh, Let me see one moment. Just teacher. Yes, I think it's okay. I'm not
Okay,
doubts
perfect.
about it.
Okay, perfect. Let's continue.
Okay, respect boundaries and abide by the rules. For example, I don't know what does abide mean. I don't know, es como la calle. I don't know. Abide, I don't know what that means, but okay, I'm going to continue
Mm-hmm.
reading and after teacher. Okay, whether it is trash, recycling, or parking permits, abide by the rules of the community. However, balance is important, so do not be too nosy and watch them vicariously. Respect property lines and no matter how close you might to your neighbors. It is important to have some space. Everyone should be comfortable in their own home and on their own proper property. Really, I have doubts about different word teacher.
Abide, it's like a synonym of respect, okay?
Respect. Ah,
Respect, exactly. Respect for the rules. Or you must to respect or obey, okay? Obey,
okay.
respect, something like that. Abide.
Okay,
It's
okay.
like a synonym, another word similar to the others, okay?
Uh-huh. Okay, so respect the rules. They say that the respect the boundaries, los límites, respect boundaries.
Exactly.
Uh,
Mm-hmm. Límites, sí,
Power,
señor.
okay. Abide by the rules of the community. Balance is important. Don't be too nosy. What does mean no say teacher? No say. I don't know. It's
No say. No, that word is new for me.
don't be too nosy. I don't know. And watch them vicariously. I don't know
Okay.
vicariously.
So please, I would like that you search the word by in word on
Okay.
word reference. Okay, so please check it and tell me what is the meaning because the I don't know what is the meaning of that word.
Okay, teacher. I'm going to. Oh, my partner is. Um,
Okay, so that's the meaning to not be in a conversation or something that we are not allowed to take a conversation, right?
yes. Intrometido.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Informal person.
Neusi is the pronunciation. If you see the
Nosy. No.
phonetics, neusi. Mm-hmm. If you see the phonetics of English. So when I don't know something, when I don't know a word, I look for or I go for word reference because I consider that it's an exact dictionary and you can pronounce with the phonetic. So that's really a really good tool. Okay, perfect. So let's continue.
Mm, Offer help. A home can be a lot to maintain. It can often be difficult and expensive work to do so. Make sure you let your neighborhood know that you are willing to help whenever or however you can. This will help with your relationships with your neighbors and in turn result in them being more willing to help you should you ever need it. I don't know what is willing.
Willing is to be dispuesto, okay? Dispuesto or to have a good attitude for do something, okay? Estar dispuesto a hacer algo o disponer, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, no problem. In this case, the
Okay.
pronunciation is willing, okay? Willing.
Okay, teacher Wiley.
And the other one?
Okay, have a party. A great way to make a lasting relationship with your neighbors is to get everyone together for a party or barbecue. It does not have to be too fancy or expensive, and your neighbors will likely bring food, drinks, and whatever else you might need. A good neighborhood party will be appreciated by all who attend. It's like share with your neighbor,
Yeah,
or I or
spend your
estoy
time with them. It is not to make a big party, but in this case in Colombia it could happen.
have a big
But
party like a barbecue with your neighbors. It's
for
like that.
Colombian people, it could be a great party, and oh my god, until 1 a.m. I consider 3 a.m. They
or
take
or or
obviously
or later or later
uh-huh too late
to the next
in the
day.
night. Exactly. In the USA, it's like to spend time with with people, right? So maybe I don't know, prepare or plan a meeting, right? A meeting where they can be to take uh, a
Like
conversation or to something like that. It's like to
it's,
visit
it's
people.
like to be a birthday, for example.
For
Uh,
example, yeah. But for them, I don't know if you know about this, but the in the culture there in the USA, they don't focus on the family, right? They focus only in the other people that around them. I don't know if you know uh, this curious information. So they don't care family, but they also appreciate the people around them. So they make parties, for example,
it's
in the
only for past
university.
for share time, share or spending time with your
Exactly,
neighbors.
spend time.
Only for yes, spending time with your neighbors. Share a
Exactly.
food, share a drink, beer,
Exactly. That's
music.
right. And you know that there in, for example, in the university, you can see students making a explosive parties.
Yes, 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 yes,
So
yes, teacher.
that's right, but in this
Ranchera
case it's
music and
different.
etc.
Exactly, it's different. The culture of them there is really different from here. So we Colombian people identify like spend time with neighbors by by having a party until
Yes,
until
yes, yes.
sunset.
And at the end finish with fighting,
Yeah,
with
that's
fighting and
right.
be
That's
rude,
right.
be rude
All
each
drinking.
others.
Yeah, they drink all night, and after they say all night, I love you, I love you. And after, I hate you, I don't want to see you anymore.
Yes,
And you
yes.
in the middle of the people, no, no, stop, stop. Yeah,
Yes,
I know.
and
It's
finally
different.
you are arrested and
It only
finally in a commissary with
exactly. Yeah.
an office a police officer.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
that's
yes,
right.
teacher.
And the police never comes to your house to fix them or to solve the problem, the troubles.
Yes,
In the
yes,
yeah,
teacher.
that's
Okay, I got it.
mhm.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay. And the last one, please, the last part.
Handle conflict responsibly. Responsibly. Oh my god.
Responsible, no
Sometimes,
problem.
thank you. Sometimes conflict with your neighbor can be unavoidable. Should this be the case, make sure you take the time to think over what you need to talk to your neighbor about and ensure it is something that needs to be brought up. Also, make sure you go over with a level head. You will likely be dealing with your neighbor for some time. Starting a feud with some who lives right next door should definitely be avoided. What is I don't know how to pronounce it.
Feud? Are you telling me what
Oh
word?
yes, yes, this.
Okay. That's another like, strange word for me. Feud with
Okay.
someone who lives storing a feud. Please search. Okay, like an enemy. That
Okay.
case, it's the synonym of being an enemy. Okay, so that's important to have. or I don't know, to learn synonyms of words, because sometimes we get married. Sorry for the concept. We get married with simple words. So in this case, enemy. Uh, we don't use phrasal verbs, right? So when we are going to check some words, we don't know the meaning, but the majority of the words are synonyms. So it's important that for the next class we can consult a lot of synonyms of different words. Okay.
Teacher, and I have a question, and where or in what web page we can find synonymous in word reference also?
Synonyms. You can go
Synonyms.
to the British Council page. The
British
British Council.
Council.
Uh-huh.
Ah, okay.
The British Council, or maybe the Cambridge page, something like that. Or I don't know. There exist a lot of pages, but I recommend you the British Council. Okay. So look for
Okay, teacher.
synonyms or dictionaries, famous dictionaries like word reference, but in this case you can use the British Council, so you can consult on your computer synonyms in the British Council. So maybe they must to have a glossary, so you can search for new vocabulary, and we can start and apply a big vocabulary using synonyms and phrasal verbs, of course, because maybe the difference between, for example, clean and clean up. So do you know what is the difference of both of these verbs, clean and clean up?
Mm, No, teacher. In my case,
Clean,
no.
No.
clean es limpiar, ¿cierto? Limpiar normal, o sea, tú limpias, supongamos, I clean the house, yo limpio la casa, pero tú la limpias superficialmente, o sea, la limpias así por encimita y ya, ¿cierto? Y cuando ustedes dicen clean up, es limpiar ya, mejor dicho, limpiar hasta las paredes, o sea, hacer una limpieza general, o sea, una limpieza bien hecha.
Ah,
¿Sí
okay.
me entienden? Esa es la diferencia. Entonces, esa es digamos, como lo bueno de buscar el significado de los verbos frasales, porque aparte de ser verbos compuestos, nos ayudan a profundizar una frase, ¿cierto? O a decir algo sí, más profundo, ¿verdad? Como más específico es la cuestión. Lo mismo con los sinónimos. Es bueno buscar palabras porque, por ejemplo, la de feud no la sabía y esa es un sinónimo de enemigo. Y nosotros siempre los conocemos en en las canciones, en las películas. Siempre dicen enemy, ¿cierto? My enemy, sorry.
Yes.
Enemy, enemy, enemy,
Enemy.
enemies. Entonces uno dice, ah, no, es enemy. Y uno siempre se casa con las palabras porque pensamos que esas siempre son las que van a usar las personas. Y en realidad no, siempre hay sinónimos que reemplazan esas palabras. Entonces, por eso es importante practicar. ¿Listo?
Okay, teacher. Yes. Thank you.
Bueno, entonces espero que les haya gustado la clase. Pues faltaron cositas por ahí, pero pues una hora siempre es cortica ahora. De todas maneras, pues cualquier duda que tengan me hacen saber y pues sí, nos vemos entonces después de Semana Santa. Entonces que pasen una
Okay,
excelente
teacher.
Semana Santa y pues ahí nos estamos hablando, ¿listo? Y no se les olvide, por favor, llenar el formato de asistencia.
Ah, teacher, yes. Okay, sí,
Por
acá está.
eso, si no se les vaya a olvidar, ahí lo ven bien, ¿listo?
Listo, teacher. Thank you. Bye, bye,
Okay,
teacher.
teacher, thank you so
Thanks to
much.
you.
Bye bye.
Have
Thanks to you.
bye, bye.
Bye bye.